So, hi everyone, my name's Claire, not Crystal, and this channel is about healing your inner divine feminine, divine masculine on the twin flame journey, and that automatically helps your twin flame. Right, okay, so I'm just going to get right into this. So and also everything I do is channeling, so I chat for a wee bit, which is channeling, but it can seem like I'm having a chat, just to see what comes through before the cards back me up. And they always back me up. And what else? Yeah, we'll just see where we go. So the astrology is really potent today. We've got Mercury, planet communication, 0 degrees Scorpio. So we should all know by now, if you're a hashtag all day, that my Pluto is 0 degrees. So that's really strong energy. You feel it, and it's part of the reason why I'm good at getting right down to the nitty gritty. As a shaman, as a counsellor, it's just me, you know what I mean? It's like I can feel, I can smell, I can sense the truth a mile off. So it'll be interesting what comes through, yeah, because it's going to amplify what I'm able to do anyway, and because Mercury is your voice, and obviously the most healing comes through my voice, it'll be interesting what comes through. So, but generally speaking, watch your words, be careful. My eyes just got drawn to 144. And by the way, I'm going to be drinking coffee throughout this, but I don't know how long this is going to be because I've just woke up, and don't ask me what time it is. My clock, my body clock's all over the fucking place, right? I'm staying up till like 4 in the morning and getting up at lunchtime, sometimes later. So that's what I'm doing just now. But I just wanted to get straight to this, so that I could just record it and then get it uploaded, and otherwise I probably wouldn't have done one, and that's fine if I didn't do one, because I don't bother so much. If I don't get one done on the weekends, it's fine. If I don't get one any day, I don't want it, it's fine. I just got drawn at 222 as well, love and partnership. That's important because 222 feels very Libra to me, and we're in the very last days of Libra season, which is about love and partnership, union. It's a house of marriage, long-term relationships, but like I always say, it can actually be where your karmic partners is as well, like romantic and otherwise. And it's like I always say, it's kind of like they're blocking the way of your twin. But it's not the best way. Well, that's the way it came out. Yeah, maybe that's the way they want to say it, is blocking the way of your twin. But it's always meant to be. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're learning the lessons you're meant to learn, whoever it is, whether it's a friend occupying that space or a lover or whoever else. So just before I pressed record, I was like, I can't remember really what I said because I'm kind of half asleep. I said something like, what's this going to be about? And I pulled Archway. So, and again, I normally pull on camera, but I don't know, I just, it was like this feeling I just did before I pressed record. So you can believe me, not believe me, again, I really don't give a shit. So there might be something here about, when did I ever say that? That's got something to do with this. So maybe somebody doesn't believe you, or you're free ascended masters, or you're worried maybe somebody already doesn't believe you, or if this is for you, you're worried that they're not going to believe you. Something like that. Right, so new opportunities, possibilities, and pathways are opening up. First of all, it's an archway though, so I feel this is very much to do with a portal. And again, we are in a portal of sorts. We're in the eclipse hallway, the eclipse portal. What else does it sometimes get called? Eclipse hallway, eclipse portal, eclipse corridor, sometimes people call it. But it's basically, it's this period of time where it's very, very weird. It feels like, oh, it's just weird. I think weird's the best way to describe it. And weird isn't always bad. Weird's wonderful, but it's just eerie sometimes, because it's like people and things and situations will be leaving your life, and others will be getting ready to come in, and sometimes there's a bit of a crossover. But I really do feel this has got a lot to do with the 1010 portal that was opened, with all the 10 that appeared in the video that I done yesterday. And if I hiccup or burp at any point, if you're new, can't even talk today, it's that's when I'm cleaning energy. And I suppose actually, even if this is quite a short one, I'm going to be doing that quite a lot, because when it's strong Scorpio energy, like a Scorpio moon, or because Mercury's just went into Scorpio, and we're about to go into Scorpio season in a few days, a clear energy in a bigger way when I'm doing individual or these collective. Oh, my ring's on the wrong finger. Right, okay, that always means something too. My ring's on the wrong, because sometimes that the ring on that finger irritates the skin. So like, look, I've put my thumb and I'm just going to put it back to where it's meant to be. And so there could be, I always think when it's something about rings that it's, there could be some, yeah, there could be anything to do with rings going on here, exchanging the rings. So people could be getting into unions, marriages, or there could be taking rings off. Is more what it feels like in eclipses and breakups, and whatever that means to you. Right, so let's just get into this. So we're in the very last of Love and Libra season. So it's another opportunity, a strong opportunity to look at where you're in balance, look at where you're out of balance, and sort accordingly. Oh my god, and then I've now got led to 555. So the point is, I feel the need to explain this for anyone that's new. It's like, so what, you're getting led to these things. I've so far been led to 144, 222, 333, and 555. That doesn't happen every video. If you watch me all the time, you know that doesn't happen every video. I usually get drawn to all the 144 variations, because that's the number that they use. That they use, again, they use the numbers in general to help me activate whatever needs woken up, and a lot of people, that's a weird way to put it, but yeah, the dormant DNA. But for that many numbers to be flying through to draw your attention to this feels strong. Right, so what's the Halloween card for today? So, oh yeah, just watch your words, right? Because Mercury in Scorpio is powerful. Again, like I always say about Scorpio energy, Scorpio is my favourite sign, but it's a lot. It isn't a lot of people's, to be honest. Like, that's not something I hear people say very often. I just love it because it's honest. It's brutal. It's brutal truth, as I like to call it. I coined it brutal truth, and it's dealing with pain, you know, and it's deep and it's intense, and so. Like, I hope everybody's ready for extra intense, deep messages to be coming through today and for the foreseeable. All the time with me if you're new, but like, you know, even more so doubling down on it. Like I always say, it's Scorpio energy is sacred sexual energy as well. So it's, you know, like I always say, it's very wise to protect your sexual energy. And yeah, just know that it's powerful and call it back if you've already like embarked upon which oh, nobody has, but yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, if you've already flopped your sexual energies with Tom, Dick and Harry, Sally, Julie, Polly, Molly, these are always the names that seem to fly out of my mouth. Call it back, whole, healed, cleansed, whatever you want it to, but call back your energy. And if you're having difficulty doing that and you're still feeling fragmented, traumatized in some cases, depending on what's went on there, it's time to get to a shaman. If you want a book with me, again, amazing, honoured and humbled, but go to somebody that can facilitate that, because it's a very, very real thing. Our energy is getting harvested all the time, and the thing that's, and not just through sex, but that's a main thing that they like to do that through porn and everything. Oh my god, this is fascinating to me when I watch this back. This is Mercury and Scorpio in action too, because yeah, like Scorpio sex, so it's every level of sex. Do you know what I mean? From the most sacred to the most seedy is the only way that I can put it. And porn is an absolute way to harvest everyone's energy, basically, and keep you weak, because the more you're getting sucked in and addicted to that stuff, regardless of your gender, by the way. But again, everything's in balance, so it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you can never like touch these things, it's totally taboo. It's just like, if it's the point where it's taking over your life, I mean, that's anything, whether it's fucking porn, sex, food, drugs, sex, rock, no, I wanted sex. See what I mean? Sex. This is, I always think of that Rihanna song, "Sex in the Air," and it, you know what I mean? It is. It's in the air. So, but all kinds. So, and these kind of energies, it's well, I think Scorpio season in general, you know, it is wise to just have extra sort of discernment and yeah, don't be going down any dark alleys yourself or that. Anyway, I don't really like going there, but it's true, it is like dark. the shadow side is pretty dark. So anyway, this is in the daylight and a bright thing. So there's a portal here, and I suppose what the energy is that's why I wanted to do this now rather than later. I had a lot of weird contact in my dream and astral, and there's stuff about this. Very much feels like the kind of portal where it feels like, I know I say this from time to time, but I'm not kidding. Like, it feels like a door's going to close. I'm going to use these door cards, like a door of opportunity. And it does, yeah, like I've been channeling it, feels like we're at a karmic choice point, and if you choose to stay stuck, and that sounds really serious, because again, Mercury and Scorpio is going to make it sound serious. It's more just kind of like not staying stuck could just be moving forward with anything. Like, just make sure that you're, yeah, absolutely anything in your life, if that you are making a decision about it, rather than, oh my god, now I've been drawn to 1111. This is some fucking serious energy coming through. Yeah, it feels very much like I'm really feeling people that are in a dark night of soul. I'm feeling that dark place that many of you are in, and like I said, it depends. Mercury and Scorpio could go too. Mercury and Scorpio can also be nasty as fuck, by the way, if I didn't say that. It's cutting. Very, whenever I've known anyone with that, it's there's the old 1144. It's, yeah, very sharp. Sharp's a better word. Sharp communication. But you see, if you were going to counselling right now, or a shamanic healing session, anything that I do anyone, or past life regression, this is all fucking brilliant for getting to the root of something, getting into the subconscious mind. But like I've said before, even the one yesterday, it depends on how you look at it. The dark side of that would be manipulation, control, mind games. So yeah, and again, so manipulation, control, mind games, it kind of feels like more on a more macro level, the world level, mind control. It's like you could just be trapped in that loop of, you can't do anything about your situation, you're stuck, like Eight of Swords kind of. Or you could see through it and be like, actually, I can do something about this. It scares me, but I can do something about it. Is that right? So that's what I'm feeling. Oh, and it's also, it's Aquarius moon, so it's expect unexpected, surprises, shocks, awakening energies. I think the other day when I was talking in advance, like I do, about Aquarius moon, I do remember saying this could be really interesting for sudden light bulb epiphany moments with anyone in your life, but definitely I feel the divine masculine. The divine masculines have been going through it all week. If this is real time for that, you just can let me know what you've been feeling. But yeah, that's another thing I really just want to say. I feel like I'm going to do a short video for this for people, but remember, part of being a seer, right, which is what I am. It's not the word that I always choose to use for myself, but is that it's seeing into the future. Again, like crystal clear visions, that's why I'm called that. So anybody that does that, it is important that you know that I can't speak for anyone else that does this, but I can see years in the future. I've been able to see like decades in the future at some points in my life. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's wise to remember that. I don't think they're ever going to make me channel something that is like 10 years in the future on here. 5 years, probably not either, but I just really don't know. But a couple of years, absolutely, and other people's, and whether it be general or personal. So I feel that is really important, because it's something that, like I say it fairly often, because I just don't think enough people understand that. Like, I don't think enough people understand that they're doing that themselves, and that's part of what I mean by, like, like, it's amazing when people's gifts come online and you can tap into this stuff, but one of the sort of things that people have on their side when they've been doing things for a long time is it's trial and error, and and they would know that it's, whereas that's just something that I noticed, that it's like I don't care what anyone says. I don't think I don't actually believe anyone that thinks something is real time. Even if sometimes I say, oh, this is real time, maybe it is for, well, it will be if they're saying it through me. It will be real time for like one person, but not like the collective, like a wave of people. But it's, yeah, whatever that means to you, it's just, see, I'm talking very galactic, futuristic, because it's Aquarius moon. Anyway, frustrating, but it's just a thing. Silence, skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation's grace. The soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go it out. It's quite interesting. What's this one say? Inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you've nothing to fear. Oh, so that's in line with what I said. And it's just a normal door. It's like a Prime Minister door, so it's got a 42 in it. It might be significant. And a cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly, then you've arrived. Oh my god, right. I love it that I used this card. So I think that fits with what I just said. Again, it's like I can only translate it the best that I can when they're talking to me, but it's like I'm archway, me getting guided to doorway, fear, whatever that says about being bold. It just feels like it's like if you're feeling all the things to move forward with a new beginning in your life. Well, to end something and move forward with a new beginning, like what came out yesterday, it's like trust that, because otherwise I do feel it could be some time before you feel like moving again, whatever that means, right? So again, I trust it'll land with whoever it's meant to, right? With whatever it's about. I've got drawn to these, so what do we need to know before I do the main ones? Yeah, that feels like the energy too. None of this matters, zoom out, common ground. So like I said yesterday, like I feel a lot of the divine feminines are kind of in line with where I'm at, which isn't always the people that tune into that. Well, actually, I really don't have a lot to go on, because not divine feminine energies, regardless of your gender, don't always talk as much as divine masculines, but I'm feeling very neutral, and I need to be for what I'm here to do at this time on the planet. But yeah, I'm just feeling very kind of neutral about all of it. Like worldly stuff and twin flame stuff. I'm just showing up and doing what I'm here to do, and I just know I've got no control over certain aspects of it, and so I'm just surrendered and I'm more peaceful. And whoever that helps, yeah. Oh fuck, I should have called that out. I was going to say I was really feeling Pleiades energy. So Pleiades, double mission, channeling, uplifting humanity. But you see that you see how that fits with what I just said? Like, this is what I'm here to do. Like, my double mission, which isn't really a double mission anymore because I'm out and proud, but before it was like, I don't know, I have got a skill and a talent for making it look like I'm just having a wee chin wag and I'm doing some friendly granny mediumship, you know what I mean? Which I do as well, but it's like really I was channeling and uplifting humanity on the ascension process, whether it be 6-7 years ago in the Facebook Lives or now, you know what I mean? It's just now I'm being more transparent about it because they're guiding me to. It's but yeah, that's in line with, so when I'm talking about me, it's like reflect upon you with these things. It's like, where is it that you're wearing a mask, or where are you hiding who you truly are? Because soon I feel that as well, that soon none of this matters. Like I've not said this phrase for a while, but which is funny with all the films about the end of the world, but like I keep saying, we're in the end times, you know what I mean? It's like, and I know that I'm meant to be, and when I say that, I mean like what the way that we've known the world to be is ending for new ways to emerge, which are going to be better, but after it gets dark. Anyway, that's just doesn't surprise me. So Pleiades energy is really about very, very strongly, and yeah, and you could be really tired. Retreat, rest, review, refuel. Again, definitely wherever the Mercury and Scorpio hits your personal chart. Like, I suppose that's why I'm guided to do this now, because that could, well, actually, there's loads of reasons of why I could get tired of what's going on in my chart. That's why I'm not doing live streams right now, but whatever that means to you, make sure it's Sunday, the day of rest. Make sure you're getting a rest and some downtime. Get grounded if you're feeling these high vibrational galactic energies coming in. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Lineage of the rose, mother of goddess, here for this soul call gather. Again, it's like But that just does remind me of like Mary Magdalene kind of energies, or strong divine feminine energies, which is the ground as well, Mother Earth, Pachamama. It's like these energies are strong, and the divine feminine is standing strong amongst any obstacles that are coming up. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. Yeah, and a lot of divine feminines are, you have communities, like you're here for a community, like this is my community, but community, I can't even talk. Community, but like I would say, this is our community, because it's a community. I wouldn't have a community if it was just me. And yeah, and it's a place to lift your vibration, do something to shift your vibration. Because the brothers of the rose, the divine masculines need it, or the men, just the men, the men that are divine feminines too, you know what I mean? Sacred masculine, honor, protect, support. So there's a lot about support. So like, that might be a front runner for the title, but I'm just noticing the word support coming in. So, and before I do the other cards, what have we got for the divine feminine collective? Duality, many meanings, misunderstanding. Oh shit, that might have something to do with what I said at the start. What did I say at the start? Was it not something about misunderstanding? Oh, I can't even fucking remember what I said now. Oh, I know, it was something about someone might not believe you. Right, so this is two things. When I got a sense of when I was saying that, I felt it was the divine masculine energy worried that the divine feminine might not believe them after how much they change after going through a dark night soul. Like, you know, whatever that is, like, they might not believe you're telling the truth about if someone's coming at you very differently from how they were before. That's understandable that divine feminines would be like, is this a trick? Is this real? But again, divine feminines that have done the work aren't likely to act like that. But it really just depends. It really just depends on where you're at in your journey. But this is now feeling, because it's on the divine feminine side, but remember it is divine masculine's feelings and receptive side. There might be something that divine feminines are misunderstanding. This, I've been channeling this all week. It's at some point or other about not making assumptions about one another. Okay, interesting. We shouldn't do that about anyone, but you know what I mean? There's definitely misunderstandings. And duality is also twin flames, very today with the 29 degrees Libra sun. Yin yang energy. Right, what have we got for the masculine? There's a twin, why the fuck? See, I can't even speak today. That means something though. I can't even speak. So you can't articulate the words, or your twin can't, whether it be to you or to anyone around you. And I feel it's with these powerful energies coming in. There's a twin flame card in here, and I was just saying it hasn't come out for a while, so. Building your world, creation, expansion, networking. But there's that word from yesterday. Oh, and it's 33, divine masculine energies, and that's a 36. 3 and 6 is 9. 9 is endings. Eclipses bring huge endings. It's really interesting here. There's expansion. The word expansion keeps coming out, but I've also been drawn to this, and forget the genders here. This person is guarding their heart. So this is the divine masculine collective guarding their heart, but their soul is expanding, making way for more light. What else about the divine feminine? Oh my god, look at what I spoke about at the start. This is what I mean, like, this is fucking, I can't really explain this because I've been psychic for my whole fucking life and it's always been off the charts. And again, I don't need to tell people that have watched me for years, right? I've always done this, but at some point it does feel like it is just even more off the charts than is even possible. But look at this. 13 is divine feminine number, but precognition, psychic ability, future vision. Crystal clear vision, future vision. This divine feminine side, it's like divine feminine is holding the energy for the future timeline. Divine feminine lives in the future timeline, but you know, they're holding the energy and living it, being it, knowing it, feeling it. And I feel actually this could now mean as well, the divine masculine is building your world, but building your world, and I feel it's worlds coming together for who this is for, because I channel for twin flames as a team, you know, like it's you and your twin. There's no separation consciousness around here yet, and they're going through deep emotions as they build their world towards being happier. Unknown feelings, past life influences. I feel that's really getting a lot of downloads about past lives with your twin flame, and that can also just mean in the past in this life. It doesn't even mean past lives, but it can mean both. I can't even fucking speak. I'm going to keep going though. Yeah, oh shit, deep emotions, Mercury and Scorpio. And because we're close to the sun moving into Scorpio, it's just, yeah, it's going to be a time of deep emotions and very psychic energies and very telepathic energy. More so than ever between twins, as I've been saying the last few days. Sensuality, and well, that's very in line with what I said. 38 could be significant as well. That's very in line with what I said too. Tiger could be significant for a power animal. That's one of my power animals. I know it's some of yours. Feminine wisdom, passion, sensuality. But that was right after I said about telepathy. It's like sexual, sensual telepathy. Because that's what pulls you together, you see. It's different than lust. You can lust after your twin too, but it's different from lust. Because if it was lust with a karmic, it'd kind of be satisfied or whatever after the deed was done or whatever it was, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, but with a twin, it's never enough. It's ongoing. You can't get enough of this person, but it's like you're attracted to them on every level. And to the point where even if there was no kind of those feelings about like whatever words you want to use for them, it would be that kind of like just to be around them, or just to like lie with them, just kind of napping, like around your friends, like napping buddies. You know what I mean? It's just like just because it's your energy, you know what I mean? I can't, see what I mean? I can't even put it in words. But again, a lot of you may not even have any kind of clue what that would really be like, because either you didn't get that close to them in the first place, or that could mean two things, because that could be literally you never even slept with this person or kissed them or anything, because maybe it's so taboo, like maybe it's so kind of dark side of Scorpio that they're with someone else, or you're with someone else, or you're both with someone else. Or it could be you never got close to them, like you had sex but you never got close to them in a different way, or very fleetingly, something like that. Hostilities, conflict, unrest, 31st. But again, this feels very, oh look, that's another one of my power animals. And I know, see, it's when I call out my power animals, and obviously I've got a lot, right, because I'm a shaman. Part of my work is I integrate a lot of these animals to help other people and blah blah. But when I'm calling them out, I know that there's some of yours as well, because this is like a big black cat energy there. And I'm wearing my leopard print today, my leopard print onesie. It's very cold here. When I'm looking out the ground, it looks like there might be like some frost on the ground, but I don't know. Just imagining that, because I'm high up, but I'm not going out anyway. But I don't like going outside, especially on an Aquarius. I don't like going outside full stop. Nah, I do. I love walking by the sea, as we know, but on Aquarius moon I don't, because it is very unpredictable. So just know that it's very unpredictable energies. Anything can happen. That's what unpredictable means. But for the good too. Do you know what I mean? It can be bad, unpredictable things happening, world and personal. So that's a shit thing. But it can be really amazing surprises. So expect a miracle. But there is hostilities here. So again, this feels like the eclipse end and breakup kind of stuff that's going on. It was very much present for the weekend energy. Oh, today's shorts was quite intense, if I remember right. Oh, it feels like all of the ones Friday, Saturday, Sunday were just all very heavy. Conflict is the right word. But the full moon behind your head, the full moon's on the 28th, the full moon lunar eclipse. I'll be back to live streaming, all being well, on the Halloween. Opening the heart, deep connections, water blessings, 11. We're in the 11th month of November in a couple of days. And eternal flame, ancestral legacy. Timeless dance of life, eternal joy. That's what you and your twin flame are. See, I can already tell that this is very Mercury and Scorpio the way I'm talking. Your eternal flame, you and your twin flame have been in this timeless dance with one another for a very long time. And this is the time for whoever this particular message is for. And remember, I'm going to say it again, this is past energy, this is present, or this is yet to happen. It's for you or now, or it's no yours at all, anytime. But I'm feeling this is very much a message of you've been in this timeless dance time and time and time again. And it's just not worked out. It's been sabotaged by the conflict, the hostilities, the card underneath there. Something's always got in the way. People have always got in the way. Natural disasters have always got in the way. Perhaps like people died out of nowhere, like you, your twin flame, or you. I know, like for a fact, like that's really deep, but I don't know if I've actually ever really shared that. But I have. Like I've obviously when I have journeyed for myself, or when I've had healings, this was quite some time ago, but there was, basically I saw 3 past lives with my twin, and each and every one of them explained present dynamics. Present meaning like whenever I did have interactions with him, and because I've said that before, but like there was a few times like, and it's just fleeting moments, like I'm talking like really fleeting moments, like he would say something and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, and the nature of the way me and him were with each other, if at all we ever did say anything deep to one another, which wasn't loads, he wouldn't explain it, like why he said it, basically. Which was why if we ever got close to an argument as such, that's what it would be like. I was just frustrated at why you said that and you've not explained it. But I always used to feel it was from a past life. So again, that's what's pretty far out, but it's true, and I bet you a lot of you will resonate with what I'm saying. But anyway, I feel like this is where something can get resolved, and that is what Libra season is about. It's about making peace, and I feel it's sacred action, decisive focus. I feel it's because then there's a leopard print energy. It's and remember, oh god, I can't help but notice as well that was a standing joke. Like I love leopard print, so I've got it on quite all year round and quite a lot. But my twin always used to comment on that. He's like, "Fuck's sake, you got leopard print everything." Because at the time I had a leopard print. I don't know if I had a leopard print onesie back then, but I had a leopard print really, really cozy dressing gown. I've never been able to find one that I love as much as that since. And I must have had some kind of leopard print jammies. Oh, I had leopard print duvet covers. That's what I had. God, that sounds really like, that sounds seedy. But do you mean like nice kind of, I'm fussy about, anyway, I had a lot of leopard print stuff as a point, and he always used to comment on it. Or he must have once and it stuck with me, but I'm sure he used to say it quite a lot. Wings of light, becoming something new. Again, this is us all ascending into something new. Wings of light, or angelic wings, as it's 33 minutes. Jesus. Right, I'm going to stop with these cards. I do love them, but I'm going to stop here, but they're pulling me. Oh, I'm not going to stop because these are, look at these, mate. Oh, wow. Can't stop, won't stop. Look at this. Harvest, gathering the blessings. Full moon again. Joyous view, the future. I feel like if you've been feeling really numb is the word I want to say, and I think one of you might have even used that, but I was feeling that in the collective, and I think one of you said it, but it was like, if you've been feeling numb in a dark night soul, that explains things, or just not having a very optimistic, joyous view of the future, I feel that might be lifting, and it could be to do with, look, the 28th is the full moon, and Taurus is money, abundance, but I feel there could be shifts in happiness, abundance, fortune, wealth, plenty, in this portal. Oh my god, there it is again. In the community tab and the written thing, I said this is an abundance portal. And there it is again, abundance portal. Infinite mind, awakening consciousness. So it's really be careful the way you're perceiving things, and try and get back to that neutral state. Again, I know it's easier said than done, guys, but that's why I've been on this journey a very long time, so that I can help people with this in sessions. There's only so much I can do on these videos. Right, let's get into this now. So, oh, here it is. Oh, community again. Spider, community, weaving. So whatever that says, remember I always say it in illumination. So that's 2 cards quite close together that have said something about illuminated or illumination. Something's being brought to light. For whoever's in the dark, something's being brought to light, and that's going to have a lot to do with the very revealing Mercury and Scorpio. Like I said, that can mean nasty words. And the spider, this is like a black widow spider. This reminds me of a very toxic, I mean, that's not even strong enough word, toxic, evil, feminine energy. I hope that doesn't resonate for anyone out there, but, you know, black widows, they eat their mate or something. They don't take any prisoners anyway, but in kind of black magic sort of senses, it is, yeah, it's somebody that when they catch you, it's toxic. I think I'm hearing Britney in my head, toxic. Community and web weaving, yeah, I'm getting that, right? This is one download I'm getting, is it's about somebody being caught in a community of toxicity, whether that be female. Oh shit, and now they're bringing that in. So last night I watched Save the Last Dance, right? Now you might remember when it was one of the last live streams I done, I was getting one of the songs from Save the Last Dance, and I'm sure I said, I was like, oh, I couldn't, basically I said I couldn't really remember a lot of it, right? And it was my favourite at the time, which was a long time ago now. And it reminds me of something my dad says all the time. The good thing about getting older is your memory goes, and so when you watch something that you haven't seen for a while, it feels like the first time. And I had to laugh. I'm gonna have to like it did. I'm gonna have to say that. It did feel like that last night. Like when I watched it, I was like, there was loads of bits I hadn't fucking remembered. And I used to watch it all the time. I had the soundtrack and everything. I loved it. Because all the songs are a bit like that. I just love hip hop, R&B, all that kind of music. And I've said before, like at the time when I was growing up, there weren't really too many of my friends that did like that. I had a couple, and so whenever I was with those friends, I would love it if we went to like specific places that were playing that music, because I love it. But anyway, the point is, what really stuck out to me, and I had a wee cry at it as well, you know what I mean? It was really beautiful, because I'd forget. So there's something about that. I'd forgot how, and it was 37 minutes, and I'm saying that, follow your North Road, your destiny. And that's what I'm trying to get at, is in that film, the toxic community, like specifically, so listen to what I'm saying, this is going to have specific meaning to someone, so I don't know who, and my battery's 15%, so I better hurry up with this. But in that film, his best friend, who is really toxic, like he's in the bathroom fucking hitting a girl because she's owing money for drugs probably, or and then he threatens the one that the main character's getting to know. He's just really not a nice guy. So whether this is going to be about not a nice guy in your life, or not a nice girl in your life, or woman or man, whatever it identifies, it's going to be something to do with that, I feel, at some point. But it's like, because he's loyal, and because the guy got him off the hook with something that he would have went to jail for, he's basically being, we call it blackmail, but it's been, he's been emotionally manipulated, with the whole "you're my best mate" kind of, that kind of vibe. But it's strong throughout the film. But the thing that was, that made me cry a lot throughout is I forgot that basically that whole film was about racism. Like it's really cutting, that's really moving and cutting at certain bits. It's, it's very Mercury and Scorpio. Do you know what I mean? It's really toxic at some bits. And also, actually, if there's a good example. So this is only going to be not only going to make sense if you've seen the film, but again, I'm going to assume a lot of us have seen this, or you might be like me, you fucking feel like you haven't because it was like fucking 20 years or something since you seen it. But I don't think it was quite that long. But seriously, I hadn't watched that in at least 15 years or something that I can remember. But it was it's when the sister, his sister says to the girl, whatever she says, about, she had a point, like, you're taking our men. That's really sad too, because it's like, that she doesn't really, really mean it. And that's quite a good example of Mercury and Scorpio. It's very cut-in words that you can't take back. And I always just feel the pain of the Julia Stiles character walking away, like, she's like, well, and it's very Twin Flames. It's like, what was the problem? Like, you know what I mean? I'm in love with him, he's in love with me. Or that might be a bit strong. They're dating, they're only maybe 17 or something. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that may have significance. Like, 17 might be significant to someone here as well. But it doesn't need to be for everyone, but we mean saying the age. But it's like everyone has a problem with them being together, but it's because of age. So again, that it feels like there could be some kind of problem for you and your twin, if this is yours, that, or it's just like a community. So it's not just one person. It feels like a few people have got an issue with you and your twin being together. I knew I was going to do one like this because of the Scorpio energies, but and also it's quite hidden. You see that it's quite hidden from, because that guy's just fucking lovely. But it's like, I forgot. I think when I was a wee mini Claire, I think I had a crush on him. But do you mean he's lovely? No, you know, he's a good looking guy, but he's so gentle, and that's what I got from the film as well. It's like, it doesn't kind of make a lot of sense, to be honest, with the backstory basically of what's meant to be going on with him. But it's, anyway, we'll move away from that. But like with the mum leaving and everything is what I'm saying. Is a lot of the time you would have abandonment issues and that, but I just love the eye contact that he has with her in the film. It's like he's encouraging her to do what she loves, like, you know, which is the dancing, because she's traumatized by the mum dying. So I'm giving all the spoiler alerts as I do. And he's trying to encourage her, but you know, he triggers her at certain points as well by being like, you know, you don't know what happened, blah blah blah. But that's what I'm saying. That is very Mercury and Scorpio stuff. It's like, it's risky. Like, it's like what I do as a counsellor. You know, like the way I operate with people is risky, and but it pays off because it gets into the deeper parts where many counsellors would be scared to go, or anyone would be scared to go. Um, and and that's where Scorpio energies do have the edge, you know, usually is it's that searing vision to get to the truth. And that's what really was touching me about that film, is the connection that they make. And then it's sad that so many people have got such an issue with it. That it's just happened to be race in that film, but I just feel that this could be about anything to whoever this makes sense with. And a lot of it's down to jealousy, because the best friend in inverted commas in that film, who, you know, he ends up, you know, going down the wrong route, and thank God the other guy, thank God it's not real, but you know, if it was real, you know, the guy ends up seeing the light, I suppose, and he doesn't go down the wrong path because he's training to do better for himself. And that's the whole point. I just got the downloads. It's a theme of, you can stick with the community, and this is where it's an example of a community that's going to drag you down. You can stick with the people that aren't moving forwards, or staying stuck, staying toxic, or toxic feels like a really harsh word, but yeah, this is the word that they keep giving me. So staying toxic and not moving forwards. Or you can expand, you can move into expansion, become something new, but you get the fallback from it. And that's what we see in that film, that the guy's like, you know, who do you think you are, you know, just because you're cutting about with her, and you know, it's and it's, but even if it wasn't the girl, the guy was still getting digs on him about wanting to be a doctor. So it's, the point is, even if it wasn't to do with the girl, he was digging out his own best friend. Is that a best friend? No, it's not. And these are the signs of what I feel the guides are pointing out. Like, you know, we'll have all probably unfortunately went through it at some point in our life. Or again, I very much feel a lot of you are going through it right now, or you will. But you will have at some point before this, even if you're going through it again, that you start to see some of these underlying sort of, oh right, so that's how you really feel. Look out for that. There's going to be a lot of revealing with that, people's shadows, because Scorpio is the shadow. So you can say a lot about a person when they slip up and show their real colours. But again, that's why I was mentioning when the sister hurts her, because it's a shame they're friends, and she only hurt her with those words because she was lashing out because she was angry at her boyfriend. We're not showing up for her. And then she says that later on in the film, like, you know, I said something to Sarah that's upset her. And so, Sarah could be significant. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, that's very Mercury and Scorpio, like speaking, lashing out because you're hurt with something else, or someone you love. Okay. Oh, 2 cards wanted to come out. What we got here? Mildew Fairy, clean up time. Well, unless that's literal mildew, it's clean up time in your life. Oh, and here she is again though. What the fuck, man? The one from yesterday. Oh, ghosts from the past. The past returns for a time. So there's something about the past coming up, because there's 2 cards mentioned in the past. There's the same one I've been reading the last few days, so I really can't be arsed reading it again. I literally just read it yesterday. but 15th and the 17th of November could be significant. Yeah, again, this is just a strong message because it keeps coming up. Wherever you're holding on too tightly to your twin flame, to your karmic, if you are a karmic holding on to a twin flame, holding on to a friendship that's ran its course, but that would probably be holding on to a karmic friendship, whatever it is, time to let it go. Let's read clean up, because I read that one yesterday, but that's just really strong when the same card keeps popping up. I suppose what I got from that film too is you can achieve anything you put your mind to with at least one person rooting for you. And, you know, never mind all the twin flame love stuff, because like I said, it is really beautiful, that film, like their connection, and it is very twin flamey, just because everything's going against them. But what I got from it as well is it's like the way that she's not believing in herself, and when all you have to do is look at her and be like, you can do this, you've got this, and she does it. And that's what I do for people, you know, that it reminded me of what I do for people. It's and it reminded me of when I have that back, you know, from the people in my life that do it for me. And often, sometimes that's like people that I've done that for, they even tell you can do it, say it back to me. That's the great thing about doing this work. But it's yeah, it's powerful. You know, like I definitely know for many people that I've worked with, they didn't have anybody in their life that told them that they could follow their talents or their skills or their calling, or that they were good enough. And that always makes me sad, but it also makes me happy that I've been a part of helping somebody grow. Right. Right, for fuck's sake, man. This is what I mean. Look at what the... Anyway, we know. I know you know, but what the hell. There's me going on about divine talents and everything. My gift is helping you find yours, and basically valuing and recognising people where others don't. Or they do, but they don't take the time to tell you because they're jealous. That's a lot of the time what is going on, guys. Let's get real. That's very Mercury and Scorpio, brutal honesty. And you've got to see through it. And many of you do. And I'm proud of you. And keep sharing your gifts. And the full moon in Taurus on the 28th. What was I going to do? Right, we've not read the spider one yet. Right, so spider. Let's just see. Oh, and also, I mean, I've actually, that's when I've referenced that film before, but because I hadn't, like, I could remember roughly what happened, but that bit in the film where it's like, you know, the couple are dancing and the ex comes and that's like, actually, yeah, that's like a Black Widow spider, because she's like, you know, she's got a vendetta, like, I don't know if vendetta is very strong, but it's like, she's, you know, she even, like, she screws her eyes up and that, like, and actually, she's all dressed in black in that scene as well. But it's like, and she's maybe like, you know, like the kind of quite hot. I mean, she is hot. I mean, they're all hot people in that film. But it's like, you know, but the point is there as well. Like I say it all the time, karmic interference usually aren't not hot. Do you know what I mean? But they often turn out to not be what you thought they were. Like, you know, whatever it is they've got underneath the hotness kind of overtakes the hotness, but not in a good way. It's like, oh my fucking god, I couldn't care how hot this person is. I'm fucking getting out of here. There's a devil. Or they've got serious attachment energy stuck to them, like, you know what I mean, that are pulling me back. It's something like that. But yeah, in that film, it's like, you know, it is, I remember, because again, I can't remember what age. I must have been like, I don't know if I was even at primary. No, I can't have been at primary, but I was definitely I was at high school when that came out. But it's horrible, because it's like they're dancing, having a good time. And again, it's like the scene in Greece as well, and she just comes up and kind of fucking cuts in, and you know, you see that he is getting pulled in like a Black Widow spider. You know, he's getting pulled in by that kind of lusty energy, and then he forgets about the other one for a time, you know, for a fleeting moment, and which hurts her, you know, she's watching and it's hurt her. And then he does come up and he's like, sorry, you know, I've never didn't hurt you and blah, blah, blah. But I do think that's a really good example, if you know what I'm talking about, if you've seen that film, of this is the trouble with like things like alcohol and any kind of substance like that, is that if it makes you weak within yourself, as in not capable of holding yourself back from lust for another, like when you're with someone else, then it's like, you know, then some would say it's probably not really wise to be doing it, you know what I mean? It's like, that is, like, I'll be honest, although I've been single fucking 20 years, like, quite literally, that is something that used to scare me about that, is um when you take it too far, you know, with drink, it's like, it's you know, you're leaving yourself wide open for bad things to happen. Oh shit, that's talking very Mercury and Scorpio too. um Anyway, let's move away from that. So I don't know why I'm saying that either, but right. So, but again, it brings it down to forgiveness again. If anything like that has happened, um, forgive yourself. You know, what's done is done, but it's how we learn from these things. So, she spins her silk alone in the dark with hope of collection, sticky with dreams, weaving the worlds a wide web of connection. Masses of sticky spider webs make any Halloween decorations complete. Wait, I'm going to skip this bit. Although most spiders are not venomous, humans have an innate fear of them. Perhaps it's the fangs or the poison. Perhaps it's all those legs and the way they move. Perhaps where they live, often in dark hidden places, or the way our Western popular culture has demonised them by making them giant, fierce and man-eating. Some cultures will revere the spider in very positive ways, which is why you've seen me do that on lives. Like, I'm not like, oh god, a spider. I'm like, oh, a spider, because I'm very shamanic with that. In many Native American traditions, for example, the spider is the creator that gives birth to all other animals and sustains the web of life. And that's why I say, oh, it always reminds me of like creative writing or getting a text, or it's so okay. Oh yeah, there could be something about messages here, communication, because it reminds me of that, or the ancestors. The goddess spider grandmother, this is ancestor bit, and there's also spider woman as a key deity that brings wisdom, safety and communication to all tribes. She created and wove all the stars in the sky and makes soft webs for all those that are troubled to rest upon her, to be supported by. Yeah, so it's just this perspective. That's the spider's talent. Spider's webs could be seen as a symbol of connection. Oh, and if we're speaking about oh, that's really cool. We're speaking about the connection between those characters. There's a fine line sometimes between a family and community supporting us or controlling us. Okay, and so see how I just love it. I love it. That film's perfect for this. That's why they got me to watch it. And do you know what I loved about it too? I just stayed the hell away from all social media and my phone in general. I didn't pick my phone up for the whole nearly 2 hours film, and that's really amazing when I can do that. It just, because I'm totally switching off and relaxing, and that's what I mean about a lot of divine feminines will be getting guided to be in that space. Just let go, surrender. You know what I mean? Like, release. Don't be watching other. Well, again, I'm not controlling that either. Yeah, don't be watching twin flame videos. So if that means you're not watching me or anyone else, like, so be it. I'd rather you're in that space if you feeling guided to. If you're still in a place where you're anxious and this is helping you through and it's giving you something to focus on, do it. You know, mine and others, but you'll know where you're at. Like I said, I'm kind of more at this place of it hinders me more than helps me these days. But ironically, it does really help me channel these out, you know. And if anything, I'll maybe get guided to watch other things to see if they've said the same thing, to see if there's a theme. But and it's what always amazes me is it's always after. It's after that I've done it that I'm seeing people saying the same thing. So it's crazy. It's like we're all tapping into the same energy. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community at work or generally with others and take steps to improve this or do it slightly different. It also indicates that there's a need to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the support web for ourselves. Again, that's something that comes up all the time for twin flames, is how much you do for others. So make sure you find that balance. Let's find Mildew Fairy. 1978 could be significant. Obviously, it won't be everyone, but some things just look like they're yuck, but they're not. They're very good things, and they can be powerful and helpful when we used in the right way. That feels like it ties into the spider as well. So if the mildew fairy turns up and you're reading, it's time to check out what could be profoundly useful for you, which you've dismissed. Oh, on a deeper level, I do feel this could be about like twins that didn't see who their twin was to them. So that's a bit harsh. It didn't seem useful, but do you know what I mean? That is often a thing. It's like you didn't see the person's value. You know what I mean? Or you didn't see each other's value, something like that. The health of the situation rests upon the degree of openness as you approach it with, because that's what the energy does. It casts an illusion, so you don't see who this person is to you. Like in that film, he can't see that his best friend's actually much worse than what he even feels, because he's given it the old, oh, he has to be tough because of this, but it's like, I bet, does he have to slap about the bird in the toilet? I don't think so. Do you know what I mean? Does he have to go and cut about with a gun? No. Like, and that's the whole point of that film, is he could get dragged down, look, and now it's 4 5s in a row. Big changes. In that film, I feel that's the big point of that. If he chose to go ahead and follow that guy in a really toxic, dangerous, deathly situation, he would have either ended up dead or in hospital or going to jail. And because he decided, I'm not getting involved in this, I want my life to take a different route, he goes after the girl to encourage her with dancing. You know what I mean? And it's really powerful message for what we're saying about the portal and the decisions we make to stay stuck in toxic environments or to move forward. And I'm sure they say that in that film, and they do say it, and so I don't know the exact words, but something about, that's it, the sister shouts to the brother. So there could be something here about siblings as well. And it's like, could be something, there could be thing, it feels like about supportive siblings, about there's nothing wrong with trying to better yourself, Derek. That's what she shouts to him. Because it's like keeps getting pulled back to the toxic friend. It's not even friends, the other friends seem nice, so I do, yeah, I'm getting a really, really strong sense of this is really going to speak to people out there. So it'll be a few people that have got this, that went through this, where it's like, it's a friend in particular holding you back with something. It could be holding you back with divine talent, and it could be holding you back in the more toxic way of just not telling you it's any good. Because that's a lot, and I'm laughing because it's like, you think, oh, but friends wouldn't do that. Yes, they would. Like, it's like, that's why I like to go the other way with it. It's like when I recognise either my actual friends or I was talking about this just recently, actually. Like, I was saying a friend of one of my best friends, it was like, yeah, I tell her all the time she's really good at that, and I'm going to keep telling her until she does something about it. You know what I mean? Like, not forcing my friend to do about it, but just because it's like, you need encouragement. And like I said, that's what I do with my clients. And I've encouraged people that they do end up doing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can take a few years for somebody to have the courage to do that, but that's the whole premise of that film. He wants to be a doctor, but it's like literally nobody around him is doing anything remotely like that. So it's like, who the fuck think you are to be bettering yourself? And that's toxic as fuck. If someone wants to like break free of the small world that they're living in, like in a in a community in some sense. Oh wait a minute, this is going to turn off. I better hurry up. 5%. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. It always shocks me when people think something shouldn't be there, like me. I grow naturally where it's warm and wet. This is talking about mildew. And I love to show you that you may need to take care of. I can do wonderful things. I can be medicine. I can be parasite too. Oh, see, so this is very Scorpio. I love it. I can be medicine or I can be parasite. So it can be helpful to see the truth, although it's painful, but it can also be toxic. So there's something about that. Careful with your words. Careful with your words. Careful with your words for the next few weeks while Mercury's in Scorpio. Right, I just need to skip this so I can read the next one. Do not step faultlessly into the fairy ring. It's all about being in the right place. Don't ignore me. Right now, something really does need to be cleaned healthily before it begins to affect you. Again, there's toxic people or a toxic person around you if this is for you. And, or again, it could be your twin if it's not you. And if you, or the both of you, it could be the both of you. So just stay open-minded, stay discerning and alert. If you don't pay attention to that, it'll grow and it'll fester, and yeah. And again, it's like if somebody plants a seed that you're not good at something, or you're not good enough for them, because that's what happens in that film, or you two are never going to work, nobody wants to see you together. That seed that's planted and it's terrible because it's about racism. It's like the seed that is planted in her from all these different people making her feel like you can't be with him because he's better than himself and you're taking one of our men, kind of thing. It's like it eventually sinks into her and she's like, oh well, you know, maybe this isn't right, and then she breaks up with him, and then he thinks she doesn't, he's been rejected, but he's only been rejected because everybody has fucking bullied her into doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's something about that with people too. Careful who you let get in your mind is the message there. And if you have let somebody get in your mind, book a session and let's fucking get in your subconscious mind and clear that shit and plant positive seeds about what you can do. Because I've helped loads of people do that, loads of people watching this, and I'm really proud of the way that everybody shares their gifts and their talents. Because we're here to help and uplift humanity at this time. And this is my weird talent, watching a film for back in the day and then getting the downloads and channeling it out. It's fucking weird, isn't it? But it's cool. That's the card that came out. It's the start of channeling. And yeah, and it's just saying here it's something that can't be ignored, like the mildew, but it's like that is symbolic of a situation. So 39, I'll just skip it. But it's generally, I've read this card many times before. It's about sharing your divine talents. The past life gifts are activating your divine talents. You're a talented soul. Over many lifetimes, you've developed your spiritual abilities to channel higher awareness. So that is specific to me, so that could be for some of you as well. Attract healing energy and radiate light to uplift the consciousness of those around you. Your divine talents are many and uniquely expressed for you. Your talents do not have to resemble those of another to have their own inestimable value. Do not be afraid to use them. It's like I used to say all the time on the Facebook lives in particular, but I say it on the lives on here when it comes up too. Even if you just really make people laugh, humour is a gift that a lot of people need in these times. This article reminds you to do what makes you happy, to chase your sacred bliss and express yourself in the world via the unique and special abilities the divine has bestowed upon you. Again, it's like how I've just summed up. That's just one of my talents. It is, again, I do find it amazing. Like it's weird, but it is amazing that I get so much. And by the way, that was I didn't make any notes on my phone or anything. That's all just coming from memory. Like sometimes I do make them on my phone if it feels like I'm going to forget. When you follow what you love, you're on your life path and you shall succeed, beloved. And the point is, if somebody tries to emanate that, they're never going to be able to. You know, it's not that other people won't get things from them. Of course they will, but not on the level that I do, because that is unique to my soul. You know what I mean? Right, so all loving universe, teach me to realise and trust in divinely given talents. I ask for your unconditional love and assistance, releasing any block or obstacle. This is also what I help people remove, to full development and joyful expression of my spiritual gifts in the world. Help me find the courage and boldness within that I need to believe in myself and be completely empowered to make my loving contribution in the world. And remember, in that film, her gift is dancing, and she was holding back her gift because she was traumatised. So that could have significance to someone too. Share your gifts. And again, I'm going to use my tagline. My gift is helping you find yours. Through my own free will and divine merciful grace, so be it. And I better press stop because it's going to die. See you later. So again, something needs to die. A situation needs to be done, boom, binned, ended, so you can start anew. But that's up to you.